Minecraft 1.16's Nether update introduced netherite, the first new progressional ore added in a very long time. It sent shockwaves around the Minecraft community with the help of the new blocks, biomes, and mobs that were added along with it. That being said, with netherite being on top of the progression chain, what could be next for Minecraft? Will netherite stay on top, or will what comes next take the crown? My name is System Z, and today we're talking what's next for Minecraft 1.17. If you enjoyed the video, consider becoming a member, where you'll gain access to awesome community perks, like being invited to my Minecraft server. And the best part is you'll be supporting me and my channel along the way. Click the join button below for more information, and as always, here is today's Tier 3 shout out. Thank you so much for supporting my channel. Before we get started, a large portion of my viewers are currently unsubscribed. So if you like what you see and you enjoy my videos, consider subscribing. It's completely free and you'll even be notified whenever I upload a video. I know what you may be thinking. Isn't it a bit early to be talking about Minecraft 1.17 when the Nether update isn't even out yet? Well, yes. However, I'm not the only one excited about the future of the game. My community has been talking non-stop about how adding netherite could affect future updates. Speaking of which, consider joining my public Discord to join in on the discussion. Link in the description. Right, so let's get to the point. What could be next for Minecraft 1.17? Considering the previous update focused entirely on updating the Nether, I think it's fair to say that the next dimension over will be the target of the update. That's right, I'm talking about the home of the dragon itself. The end, bringing new biomes, new blocks, new mobs, and more than likely, a new ore to knock netherite off of its throne. I mean, think about it. The nether is considered mid-game content, whereas the end is, well, end-game. I think it makes sense that the best tier of armor, tools, weapons, and more come from the end. That being said, we're going to check out what these features may look like with the help of my friend Endergy and his mod, the Energetic expansion. So, let's get started. This is going to be interesting. I've never really done a video in this format before, but that's okay. I think it's important to try everything once. So this is my good friend Endergy's Energetic expansion mod. A mod where he has, well, expanded the end. I mean, it's right there in the name. As you can see, he has added an entire biome to the world of the end, as well as new blocks, new mobs, and honestly, a whole lot more. Now, for the sake of time, I'm not going to be able to go over every single feature in detail of this mod, but do check it out. There will be a link in the description below. Alright, totally didn't almost just fall into the void. Now, for the purpose of this video, we are going to go over 3 essential parts of the end. We're going to talk new biomes, and new blocks of course, new mobs, and even an exclusive new ore that was added by Endergy specifically for this video. That being said, let's go ahead and jump right on into it with the Poise Biome, which as you can see is absolutely remarkable. I mean, you take the very ordinary and boring end dimension and add this biome and you are immediately winning. This is a beautiful world. I mean, just look at these particles coming from these luminous plants and the various different glowing portions of these trees. There's honestly so much to look at, so many resources to gather, and as you can see, for a builder, this is quite amazing. Now currently we obviously have purple blocks and the end cities and various different blocks like that, but of course adding to the armory of different purple colors would be amazing. Now in this particular biome, it's filled with poise trees, which you can see here are absolutely stunning. I mean, the very top is also hollowed out, so as a builder, imagine, oh that's a weird noise, imagine being able to make this a base. I mean, it's perfect for that. In fact, it kind of reminds me of that noise, seriously. Come on, Endergy, what are you doing? But it kind of reminds me of something from Star Wars. I don't know, that could just be me. Another thing is you'll notice there's a lot of interesting things to look at, and that's really the most important part to me. This particular mod, and what hopefully 1.17, if it were an end expansion, adds a lot of exploration value. There's so much to explore. I mean, I'm honestly walking around aimlessly, I don't even know where to start. But honestly, I think we should jump into the next portion, which is mobs. But first, let's kind of take a look at this. I mean, this is extremely atmospheric. We really don't have anything in the game like this as far as particles and moving plants, but honestly, I think they're amazing. Alright, let's take a moment to look at a couple of different mobs that are added in this particular mod. And while they are in this mod, I actually think all of them have a perfect place in the vanilla Minecraft end. Now, right now, obviously Endermen inhabit this place, but ironically, they're not exclusive. You can find them in basically any part of Minecraft. Think about it. The nether they spawn, the overworld they spawn, and even in the end. Well, clearly in the end. Whereas in the nether, Ghast and Pigman, Piglin, and Hoglin are very exclusive. That being said, the end needs exclusive mobs, and not just the endermite. That being said, let's take a look at some very interesting mobs. The first one being a Buffalo. Now, I honestly would be lying if I said I knew everything about these mobs. In fact, you'd probably be better off checking out the mod page and experimenting it for yourself. But these particular creatures drop some very fun blocks. Now, this is the puff bug, which is honestly super cool. Don't really know what it does. It's super bright, but I think it looks amazing. Having them fly around, make the noises, and be atmospheric is just one thing. They add so many cool features to the game, including this boof block, which is probably one of my new favorite things. Now imagine something like this for redstone contraptions. You kind of got a little glimpse there. Now this is kind of turned into a mod review, but keep in mind, all of this is inspiration for Minecraft 1.17. Now, I don't know what they're doing, but they seem to be interacting. So you can kind of see where the boof block comes from out of this mob. Very interesting. But anyways, back to the boof block. Let's just kind of drop down on this thing. As you can see, it's basically a trampoline. I mean, it's amazing. Whenever you touch it, it actually gives off a extension of itself to boost you away, depending on the direction and the velocity you hit it from. I mean, if we go this way, it'll launch us that way. But it doesn't stop there. You can launch items into the air. You can do all sorts of incredible things. In fact, let's see. Oh, well, it's gone. Maybe we go from the top. There we go. Look at that. I mean, this is honestly very interesting. At the moment, we don't really have any very interesting ways. Oh man, that thing went high. We don't really have any good ways to move items. I think this would be a very fun Minecrafty way that kind of solves the problem of adding pipes to Minecraft, something I don't think would be a very good fit. Let's see if we can catch this thing. There we go. Perfect. As a side note, this is amazing. I know this is the same thing as the plant we talked about earlier, but I love it. All right, let's go ahead and check out the exclusive new ore added to the end. One made to exclusively and specifically combat and take the crown of netherite. And now, the moment you've all been waiting for, the new ore that is going to take the crown off of netherite. That's right, enderite. How many times am I going to say something that ends with "ite"? All right? Okay, so enderite is going to be an ore that you are 100% going to want to get your hands on. But it's going to be very tricky. Now, honestly, Endergy killed it with this idea. This is truly amazing. This is his, and it's based off of something that will be added to this mod eventually. Enderite ore would be the exclusive ore that is considered in-game. Obviously, like I said in the intro, netherite is something you get in the middle game. You go to the nether, you mine for a little bit, and you get it. In fact, during a live stream, I was able to get my hands on a netherite pickaxe within an hour and a half. Whereas enderite is going to be long term. It's going to take quite a long time. Now the way that you're going to find it is, as you could see, it's basically under the islands. It gives you a reason to be dangerous. In fact, oh no, we're gonna fall. Oh, we really are. I had a little platform to, keep me from falling, but because I'm not a professional YouTuber, oh, let's get up there. There we go. Because I'm not a professional YouTuber, it didn't really go that smoothly. But anyways, you get the point. You've got to dangerously adventure, Indiana Jones it, down to the very bottom of the End Islands, where you will very rarely find yourself enderite ore. Now, honestly, it's smart if you get elytra, because then you could just fly around. But even then, it's still dangerous. Now, you do have to have a netherite tool in order to actually even mine this stuff. In fact, I think it would be cool if it also had to be enchanted with a specific enchantment. But once you do, you're actually going to get end crystal or enderite crystal, which once you pair it with Eye of Ender in a similar crafting recipe to netherite with nether scrap, you actually get the enderite ingot, which of course, you guessed it, you can use to make tools. But it doesn't stop there. There is honestly no other way to start this segment than this is truly amazing. And if you stuck around for the entirety of this video until this point, not only thank you very much, but this is going to be incredibly worth it. The payoff is huge. We currently do not have any set of tools or armor like enderite. Endergy has really outdone itself here. So, this is the enderite tool set and armor set, which as you know requires netherite, Eyes of Ender, enderite crystals. It's really going to take a long time to get your hands on all of these. But trust me when I say it's going to be worth it to do so. Obviously it's going to take a while, but if you do manage to get everything, they have some really interesting mechanics. So just as an example, let's say that you've got the enderite sword and enderite pickaxe. There's also an enderite chest that would be added to the game as well, or even let's just pretend the ender chest would be updated with this functionality. Essentially, by right-clicking the chest with the tool, or even just having an enderite chest to begin with, whenever you actually kill anything or get any item, it would automatically be warped to that chest instead of in your inventory where it's risky to fall damage. Which I should note, if you die to the void, it's actually going to float. Instead of actually dying and perishing in the void with you, it will just remain in the sky where you last jumped off the land. Obviously, you'll still have to get back to it, but that's kind of a challenge on its own. At least you don't have to worry about it falling into the void. So that would be incredibly awesome, but what about the armor? What exactly does this add? Well, I'll show you. Nothing better than some hands-on use. Let's go ahead and throw this armor set on, and let me say, this is probably one of the coolest features that could ever be in Minecraft. The payoff is huge. As you can see, now that we're in our inventory, our hotbar is outlined in purple pink. Now, there's a really awesome reason for this. Whenever you're wearing this armor, it's actually going to allow you to secure your hotbar, to where whenever you die, anything that you have in your inventory will automatically teleport with you so that when you respawn, it's still with you. But at a cost. Unfortunately, your enderite armor will go, if not at least take half damage when doing so. This is sort of a security mechanism to make sure you don't lose your precious items, and honestly I've got to say, it is truly amazing. So that's that. That is the entirety of the Endergetic expansion, as well as the exclusive enderite ore set that we've created specifically for this video. What do you think? Do you think this would be good for Minecraft 1.17? I honestly can't think of any better way to update the game next than updating the end. One of the most boring dimensions in Minecraft, and it's even been mentioned by the developers of how boring it is. Nobody enjoys going here, not even them. So hopefully that means next up, the end will be updated. Now, before we go on into the outro, I've got to say a massive thank you to my friend Endergy for allowing me to not only use this mod and showcase it, but also for creating the exclusive enderite ore for this video. I really recommend you download the mod and experiment with it for yourself. It is honestly amazing. It's for 1.14.4 Minecraft, and it's being updated regularly. They've also got a Discord, and for courtesy, I'll go ahead and throw that in the link, or sorry, in the description as well. So make sure you join that and tell them I said hello. That's going to be it for today's video. If you enjoyed, make sure to leave a thumbs up and consider subscribing and turning on notifications so that you never miss an upload. And like I said, that's going to be it for today. My name has been System Z. You guys have been awesome, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.